Well, coasters, I'm at Punakaiki Resort. I'm with Mark Williams, and Mark is around about sixth generation of the Williams family. Very successful family, been in contracting, wonderful gold miners back in the 80s, where Mark's father Tony was mining, his granddad Graham was mining. They picked up and restored King's Hotel, if I recall rightly, back in 90s or something like that.
Yeah, early 90s, yes.
And become leading people in the tourism sector. Mark, the Pancake Rocks. What do you know about them? I mean, when you look at them, there's just layer upon layer upon layer of limestone. 800,000 plus people visited them last year, and you're, what are you, 50 metres away?
Yeah, not even.
Oh.
We're pretty lucky to have this resort here, so close. Spectacular walk through the Pancake Rocks. Every time I take people through, they ask me how were these formed. Clearly it's something to do with erosion, but when I struggle to answer the question, then I read the little signage. Geologists actually can't figure out how they're here and why they're here.
Wow.
Quite an interesting story, but yeah, it's a special place.
And the blowholes, I've seen the blowholes over the years, going 30, 40 metres in the air, 50 metres in the air.
Yes.
And I never get bored of it. It is just I can see why people go and see it. You'd have seen it a few times, I guess.
Yes, oh for sure. We have a little tide table at the front desk, so when people check in, they can figure out when they're going to go walk it at high tide. I don't know if it's as much the visual of the blowholes going off, but the sound is really impressive, and that's what makes it so special there. Just that rawness before they shoot up out of the ground. It's pretty cool.
Have you had a look at the big blowhole on the right hand side when you walk in? That's where Marty Nolan flew a 500 in.
Oh.
Right down into it with a net to pick up a woman who had fallen off the side.
Right, wow.
She'd broken a leg, and she'd clinging to a rock. The swell was rough as, and he was given a Queen's Award for bravery.
Right. Okay.
He was
a washing machine in there.
Oh, unbelievable!
Yeah.
I just remember it. It was staggering. And Marty, of course, got killed when he hit a power line down at Arawata, I think it was.
Right.
A few years later. But what a magnificent place this is. The Pancake Rocks. You've got the Truman Track.
Yeah, a lot of great bushwalks through the area. We're very lucky to have this resort here. It's one of a kind, and yeah, anyone that is coming down to the coast and staying will really appreciate it. But yeah, special place to walk around. The beach is right there. Love to host you all.
Mark, you've often talked about the beauty of the Parari River, where you can hire a kayak, and the water's only a foot deep or 2 feet deep. There's fish in the water, and you're paddling up there, and if a dinosaur poked his head out from behind a tree, you'd go, oh yeah, that's pretty normal.
Yes, yeah.
What is it about that river?
It's Jurassic, isn't it? It's very, very cool. I was just up there last night for a bit of a walk and a run. Worst way to get fit, because every 5 minutes you'd stop and take photos and act like a tourist. But it is stunning up there.
It's a gentle track too, isn't it?
Oh, very achievable. And you can just pop off and go down to the river and take some pretty cool photos as well. It's nice.
Fantastic. Yeah. Well, look, Mark, I understand that there's hot pools are going to turn up here.
Yeah, we're working on that at the moment. Probably within the next month we'll have those complete. Yeah. So we're putting a new deck out around the bar, and then down in front of the ocean here we're putting 3 hot tubs. So it'd be great for the bikers coming off the track during the summer. But 10 metres from the ocean, it's a pretty cool place to have hot tubs.
Well, coasters, look, about 3 years ago I stayed here, and I brought my wife Jenny for a romantic weekend. I've got to tell you, I'm not a romantic person, but it was fantastic. The meals were superb. They say they're even better now. And we pulled the curtains back, and there were dolphins swimming in the surf. I've never forgotten it. Mark, you're so lucky to have control on a temporary basis when you talk about years of this magnificent resort. And coasters, if you're looking for somewhere special, if you're in Christchurch, if you're in Auckland, if you've got any thoughts at all about mountain biking, you need to ring Punakaiki Resort. Ring them first, get your accommodation sorted out, and then plan the rest after that. Mark, thanks so much for your time. I've really appreciated the chat. It's been fantastic, and
Thanks,
I know it's unusual times out there, but that's just part of it.
Yeah, it's a moment in time. We'll get through it. Give it a few months. We'll be back to normal, I'd say.
Well, there we go, folks. From COVID-free Punakaiki. We'll catch you later.
That's right. Thanks, Bruce.